Hello everyone. Welcome. Hope you guys had a great day today trading. This is just getting to be kind of interesting. Seems like every single day we're successful. We're doing a good job making profits every day. Hopefully you guys are doing the same. If you're struggling with your trading, I suggest you give this strategy a try. It's very simple. Uh, It's very successful. Now it's proven to be a winning strategy over and over and over again. So anyway, I'm going to make this a very quick recap of today's trades, show you where I entered, why I entered, where I exited, profits that I took, so that you can kind of follow along and hopefully it'll help you out with your trades in the future. There's some really neat things that are setting up, and it's mainly in the consolidation here lately that's just really been providing some excellent trades. So let's get right into it. Uh, Once again, welcome. This is Day Trade Options, and thanks for stopping by. First and foremost, I really appreciate you coming by. Hopefully, you'll find some benefit in this uh, video, and it can help you maybe in your trades in the future. So first trade of the day, or one of my first trades, was Tesla. This was wasn't my best trade. SPX was my best trade. I did miss the best SPX trade today, which is kind of a bummer, but sometimes things are just hindsight. You look back on it and go, okay, should have got that, but I was busy with this Tesla trade, and then I got into an Upstart trade and got into a couple other, or another MSTR trade. But for this trade, what I was looking at, just once again, Tesla's been kind of a decent moving stock here lately. You do have to be careful with it, but I did notice that pre-market Tesla was coming down and it stopped twice on the 334 level. Did have another move down right here. When I saw this move down and then this buying pressure bought up the candle right here after market open, I decided, hey, if this gets up above the 200, I'm going to get into the trade. So as this moved above the 200, I waited for the close. I entered on this candle right here, and I only entered two options. This kind of can show you how really good of a trade this was. Um, I was in drawdown, so I was at a small loss, not a huge loss, because I entered right here, but I actually entered when it went above the close of the green. That's how I enter my trades. If I can, I try to catch them that way. So I was in drawdown, but I wasn't worried because I did have one close. It came all the way down through. But one thing I've learned over my years of trading, that if you don't have a follow through candle that goes down and stays, you're going to get the move the other direction. And that's exactly what happened. So I got this red candle here. I even called this out in the Discord. I said, hey, there's no follow through. I'm holding this. And so I did. And my next candle closed back above. I did not get I wait for two consecutive reds before I exit. Sometimes that'll cause me to have a bigger loss than what I would really like, but it's my rule set that I've been really trying to stick to lately, and I have to say it's really paying off in the last couple weeks. It's really paying off. I'm really making bigger gains because I'm not hopping out too soon. So I just held these two trades. I actually held up to this candle here is where I scaled out my first one on this red coming back down below the 340. And so what I was looking for here was, is this going to continue down? If I continue down with another red below my yellow, I was just going to exit the trade and just take a small profit. But interestingly enough, we closed here. We pushed all the way back up, so I was good in the trade. I did not scale out or take profit at my LRC level. I really just held it. I had one. Normally, I would either exit on the second red right here, or I would exit at my pink. But in this case, I just held it. I think I was kind of busy doing a couple other things, and I was still in an okay profit at this point. But when I saw it stop right on the 340 level, and then it pushed down below, I was like, oh no, we're about to get the possible, break through the 20 and the 200. But then buying pressure came in. So I was cool with it. What I should have done, guys, I should have re-entered right here. I don't know why I didn't. I honestly don't know. I think sometimes I get busy. Maybe we're talking in Discord or whatever. I don't know. Um, I don't even know if it was that. All I know is this is like a perfect opportunity for me. I usually jump right on these, and I should have entered at least 4 more contracts here because I traded this all the way up to right here, and that's where I exited. I did make a 900 and I think $1, I think it was 901, something like that, profit on this trade. So it was a really good trade, and I was only in it for 2 trades. If I had added here, I probably would have, most likely would have doubled my profit, probably around 1800, but I didn't. So really good trade. Once again, just a simple trade using my levels, using the 20 to help guide me for the trend and to keep me in the trade. So just very simple, very calm, very relaxed. Just let it go up today and made the profit. The next trade that I got into was an MSTR. This one's kind of a bummer because I got out way early, and I'll show you like let me pull my trade from trade. I put these in the use think script form as well, so everybody can see where my trades. Yeah, this is the one. Oop. So, so this is MSTR. I actually entered on this push above where it came back and retested the 20 EMA. I entered a contract there. I exited here, which wasn't a bad exit. I think I made exactly $100, so it wasn't like a lot. However, if I had held it up to here, although if you notice it did close twice below my 20, and I would have got out here anyway. But re-entry would have been here and then holding it the entire way because you do get 2 reds here. So there's several opportunities to re-enter, right? You get your push back up, you get back in, you hold, and then go all the way up. But this got to $37 a contract. I entered here at $17 a contract, but I exited here. So that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. That's just the way it is with trading. I decided to take my profit, and just get out. Honestly, the price action was a little crazy, so I just don't like when that's happening because all it takes is one big move down, and I had $1,700 per contract was my risk. So sometimes when I have that and I'm not really getting what I'm wanting, it's kind of staying stagnant. It concerns me that I might just get that big drop and it ended up taking loss. So for me, I was okay just taking the $100 profit and moving on. And then SPX, man, I missed the best trade of the day on SPX. I did get a good one. It was a really good trade. But oh my gosh, the one I missed was so good. And that's right here at the beginning of the day, guys. Look at this. One of the things that I want to show you or point out that when you're watching price action and you get an area where you're getting all of this chop or consolidation. Well, I had a long LRC level. That's the mean of a long LRC. and you can see how price was respecting it, respecting it, respecting it, but it was stuck between that and the 585. And man, I love when I'm seeing this stuff, guys, because I've got several levels showing me everything I need to know, right? I've got my red LRC. This is my anchored LRC. Totally rejects it right there. Just like, nope, you're going up. Then I got the 585 that I get above, get below, get above, get above. Then I keep holding above. And then right here is my long LRC mean, which you can see it was just respecting, 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 and then bam, the break. So I wouldn't have got it. I mean, this would be an entry right here if you want to jump right out of the. I typically would take that if it was already above the 200 EMA, but for me, I'm a little bit more conservative most of the time. Sometimes I'll FOMO in and just take it as a breakout, but I would have got in right here. This close, I would have hopped in the next candle above, and look, there's no reason. There's nothing to tell you to get out of this. You could have exited on the second red here. And if this was SPX, you're banking. I mean, you really are. I actually did extremely well on, sorry, my nose is itching, extremely well on a trade that wasn't even maybe a third the size, maybe it's 1/3 the size of this move. And I did incredible on this trade right here. And I'll show you what I was watching. Interestingly enough, I was actually doing some other work. I had stopped trading for the day, and I I had my upper monitors on and I was using my lower monitors to do some work, which is the monitors I typically trade on. And I saw this come up to the 589.50. I was like, oh, I wonder if this is going to break above. And so it got above, got back below, but then I started noticing it. Price was wicking right here on the, oops, pull this up. I noticed that price was, wicking up or staying above my 20 EMA. And I also had drawn in a fib retracement, which was sitting right at my 38.2%. And that's the level that it was kind of just consolidating again. So once again, consolidation, guys. It was consolidating, consolidating. So when I saw this push up right here, I bought one SPX call here. And then when this moved above it just a little bit, I thought it was going to go here. So I was getting in early. Normally I'd want to wait for the move over this high right here. I would want to get in as soon as it's crossing that high. But I went ahead and got in early. And my thought process was, hey, this is consolidating. We're in an uptrend. It is possible. And you do, anytime you're trading, you're taking a risk, right? But I knew that I was risking a move below here and me possibly taking a loss on this trade. But I was willing to take the loss. I was already up pretty good on the day. And this just made my day that much better because as I held, it started moving up and then bam, I get this move here straight up. I take one off, got my pullback to my pink LRC, and the rest is history. Exited right there on my second one, and I got in this trade. I think it was $4.70 a contract. Believe it or not, they both were the exact same cost. I got one here and one here. They just happened to be at the exact same location. This was around $15 a contract. So to give you an idea of like price and movement, that was fantastic. But if I had got this one, whoa! I mean, look at the difference. That's all this was, and that's how much I made on that trade. And it's just extremely simple, right? You see you have a level. It's respecting the level. Now I did take a risk. I did not wait for the move above. I did not wait for the retest or the hold. I went ahead and got into it anticipating continuation. I think the main reason is because if you look at the time on this, it's 13 or 138. let's look at what NASDAQ was doing at 138. And this is what helps me, right? So I'm watching NASDAQ. This is what NASDAQ did at 138. But look at NASDAQ's already moving up. It's already broken through its major level, this 20,700, and it's already moved above and broke the consolidation here prior to ES. Let's look at Apple. I also watch Apple. This is what Apple did at 1338. Boom. So Apple as well was moving in an upward direction at the same time around the time that I entered. Okay. And of course, you're looking at this at that time. So it looks, you're seeing it push above a level, push above the 229.50. And then, yes. Now I don't have my 20 EMA, my daily EMAs on here, or SMAs, sorry, but those make a difference, right? I keep an eye on those as well. And interestingly enough, ES was above a level, was also, following SPY, consolidating, and was also in an uptrend. The other one that I watch is Nvidia and Qs to kind of give me a heads up as to, direction. As long as they're all kind of going together, I feel pretty good about my trade. Once again, 1338. We've already on Qs. Same with NASDAQ, right? They follow each other. But Qs is broke above the 502, big level, guys. If you guys don't have that on your chart, that's a big level for Qs. It had already broke above and consolidated and was already moving up prior to me holding the SPX trade. So that's I just wanted to kind of go over that with you and show you that it's not just one thing. There's a lot of moving gears that goes into making my trades. The LRCs are the main reason. The 20 and 200 are accommodate the Anchored LRC is the main reason. The 20 and the 200 accommodate, and then that just gives me targets and levels to take profit, levels to trade to, as well as my support and resistance levels that I put in every day. So I'm going to wrap it up, guys. It was a great day. I really hope you guys had a good day. And man, if you're struggling, you should just try this strategy. It's incredible. It truly is incredible. It may take a little bit of getting used to and understanding, but it's all about, it's all about reading the levels, reading your price action at the levels, and getting in. But the beauty about this strategy is your exit. Your exit is either your LRC and then you can have a running, like a trailing exit, which could be your 20 EMA. And you have scale out levels. And once again, this is my version 5. My version 5 comes with a multiplier that you can change. So I started at 1, and then as the day goes, and if I move outside of my range, I'll pop it up to the 2, then sometimes a 3. And if you notice, they all work and they all align almost perfectly. I did have a loss today on Upstart. I forgot to show that. Let me show that because I like to show my losses as well. And let's see. My Upstart, where is it? I'm just gonna I'm gonna bring over the one I've already marked up so we have the times and everything. So I entered here, which wasn't a terrible entry. I got above my 20, my 200. I actually crossed over the structure to the left. It came down and I went ahead and exited because I had one close below my 200, my consecutive close below my 200. It wasn't a huge loss, but it was a loss nonetheless. So sometimes you're going to have these, guys. It just is what it is. Sometimes it just doesn't go. There wasn't really anything here that there wasn't anything that I did or didn't do correctly. Um, I entered this trade on the break above this level here. I exited it here, which is my plan. I do go back and review these, and it's really important to focus on that. The only thing I could have done, but that's just not the way I typically trade, because when I'm trading options, you can really lose a lot of money. Um, and I don't want to risk that much, so I just take my losses and move on. But this, I could have used this as my stop out, this low candle, the low structure to the left, and but I didn't. I traded my plan, which is or my rules, and I exited here, and that was that. And it was a $212 loss. Oops. Um, it was a $212 loss. I entered on the break here. It went up. I was in profit right away, but that's okay. I mean, I was looking for a continuation. Um, that's a trend line that I had drawn. But I did get this drop here. I closed below my 200, got my second close and exited. I only lost $212, so the the reason, oh, excuse me, I'm sorry about that. The reason I want to show my losses is because you have to understand that if you follow your rules, I lost $212 on this trade, but I made far, far, far more over that today, right? And it's just about trading and being consistent, being disciplined, and following your rules. These are my rules. You guys make up your own rules. You have your own rules to follow and use you could use an ATR trailing stop. You can use you know, a different EMA length, whatever works best for you. You could just target profit levels, and just trade that way. Everybody trades differently, but I've found for me to get the most out of my trades is to use the two closes above or below the 20 EMA. And so that's exactly what I did in this regard. So anyhow, I hope this was very helpful to you guys. And once again, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to hit the like. And if you haven't subscribed and you like what you see, subscribe and click the notification button so that it'll pop up each time I provide a new video. I try to get one out every day. I don't always do that. Just sometimes family stuff comes first. So anyway, I hope you guys had a great day, and I will see you on the next video. God bless.